Bulbul, opinions on the groomer panic. Okay, Bulbul, are you referring to Republicans calling every type of sex education grooming? Is that what you're referring to? Because that is insane. And this, okay, well, we got another donation from Secular Sakai. Thank you so much, Secular Sakai. Thank you, Qassam, for highlighting it, because I wouldn't see it if you didn't. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wait, yeah, 20. Oh wow, donated $20. Secular Sakai donated $20. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, is that what Bubble means? Let me see if Bubble is mentioning that she means. She's not here. Okay. Yeah. So apparently, we already talked about this many times on live on air, about the fact that it's very. I want to mention the hypocrisy of the people who mention this, because their religion usually is the best weapon for grooming children. However, if I do that, I would be accused of whataboutism. That is not whataboutism, because that is pointing hypocrisy. It's whataboutism if you try to justify something bad by pointing out to some other people's bad behavior. But it's pointing hypocrisy when you're not excusing one of them, but you're just pointing out the people who seem to be highlighting grooming are they themselves of supporting an ideology that grooms children the most, right? And it's so insane, where it's so hypocritical that they don't point to that as much as what they do, which is pointing to the most harmless education to children. Susanna mentioned things as simple as this kid's story about two male penguins having an egg, or raising an egg, protecting an egg. Yeah, I know. Okay, like just to show that male partners could be together and raise a family with each other, right? So I mean, male penguins do that, by the way. I saw a documentary on that, like abandoned eggs. Two male penguins could bond together and share an egg with each other, and one of them gets food while the other keeps it warm. The other one keeps it warm, right? So they're raising it. It's so cute and adorable, right? But you can use a story about that in nature to show, as a cute way to show kids in a kid story, that look, you could have families with two males, two fathers, right? And I think that's adorable. And imagine thinking that's grooming children. Grooming for what? Grooming for being accepting of people who are different. And if you look at like just any story or any mention of the fact that two women or two men could be with each other and form a couple, or any indication, any awareness of the fact that trans people exist, because it refers to people's sexual sexual orientation or sexual identity, they use that as an excuse to say, like, oh, you're teaching about sex to children to potentially groom them. But the amount of sex that children would be exposed to with these material is the same level that they have always been exposed to about heterosexual relationships, or cis heterosexual relationships, cis identities and heterosexual relationships, right? Like the same people had no issue with kids like watching Disney cartoons, like Sleeping Beauty, like when the prince kisses the princess. There's an actual kiss between male and female, and children watch that, and that's this is a heterosexual relationship, so it is about sexuality. Would that be grooming? Is that grooming children? I mean, Snow White could be about grooming because I mean Snow White is problematic. Okay, Sleeping Beauty, by the way, is not problematic because a lot of people say Sleeping Beauty is problematic because the prince is kissing the princess and she's asleep, so she's not consenting. Okay, I'm sorry. Your consent is a secondary issue here, given that the entire kingdom is asleep. Okay, so we could apologize to you that we kissed you without your consent after, but we cannot let the entire kingdom to remain asleep just because you're not consenting. If it takes a kiss, you're gonna be kissed, okay? But the Snow White scenario, I always say that is definitely problematic, okay? Because I've seen the footage, footage, and the prince has no idea that that's wait, Snow White is like cursed or anything. The only thing that he sees is a random pretty woman, or maybe a girl. Actually, that makes it even more problematic. Like, we'll take that. Let's forget that. A random woman just sleeping in the forest, and you just show up and you decide to kiss her. Okay, so where's the outrage over that? I'm like, if you have two male prince kissing each other, apparently that's grooming children and problematic. But if you have one male and one female kissing each other, that is not grooming. They don't consider that to be grooming. This is completely heterosexual privilege. Even when one of them is sleeping and not consenting. Okay? Sleeping Beauty, I understand. You can't wait for the consent. There's a kingdom to save. But Snow White, you don't know she's cursed. She's just sleeping, and you just show up and you just kiss her. Like, what are you teaching? Where's the outrage? What are you teaching children? You don't need to ask a woman before you just kiss her? Like, maybe they should have, like, maybe the dwarves could be there and tell the prince that, oh yeah, this is cursed, and she could only wake up with your kiss or something. Maybe in that case, it was like, okay, fine, for the curse, I will do it. But he didn't know that. Susanna saying the footage, it's a cartoon. It's evidence. Okay. Saying, I've seen the CCTV surveillance footage.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we're so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.